You know how sometimes in life you feel like you can't do the things you were doing when you were younger? I'm in my 30s now, and solo hippie traveling was always something I loved doing in my 20s, but I felt like in your 30s you can't couch surf or stay at hostels or hitchhike or do any of the stuff that I did back when I used to backpack through countries. And a lot of my recent trips have been with girls that I was dating at the time, and things were planned. We stayed in hotels. It was a much different experience of my kind of travel. So this trip that I went on recently was to the Azores, and it was to kind of test and regain that part of myself that I'd felt like I'd been losing over the years. Today's day one of the Azores. I literally didn't even know this place existed until like a few weeks ago, because a friend of mine is going here for his honeymoon and was telling me about it. And I'm like, well, I'm in New York now, and it's just a quick flight over to these islands, so I'm here. Y por agradecer lo extraño de simplemente ser curiosa, singular, compleja en su calma y tempestad. Dime, ¿por qué será? Dime, ¿por dónde vas? Dime. Y en el amanecer, cuando todo. Yesterday I was feeling so out of it, but after sleep, spending time with a bunch of random people I met in a hostel really makes everything feel better. Now, I just took a 2.5 hour bus to the furthest west of the island. Somebody told me this is the best campground to see the sunrise. So, that was apparently the wrong campground. That's what happens when you plan a trip with literally no plans. I was referring to a lookout point on the coast, and not actually the campground. Just like another 5 miles from here. And of course now I have to hike back up this steep ass hill. Va a cambiar todo de color y vemos aparecer un mundo lleno de belleza y de dolor. Dime, ¿por qué será? I'm at a bus stop in a small town in this island, waiting for the next bus to take me to a different campground, which I think has hiking trails around it and a hot spring. And on the weekends, there is, to get from one end of the island to the other, there's just 2 buses a day. It's 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and that's it. They don't work on the weekends. Okay.
You can choose anywhere, but I advise you to close to this one.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot water 7 in the morning to midnight.
Okay.
1 hour past midnight, no noises.
Thank you. Okay, made it to the campground, got set up, ate dinner, and now I'm gonna find, apparently there's these hot springs here. Apparently this island is really well known for hot springs, but I didn't do any research and I had no idea. So, I'm gonna go try to find those. This trip that I'm on right now feels like the best trip I've been on in a really long time. I don't know, it's something about traveling alone, not having a plan. It just feels so right.
That's time limit.
Okay.
That's your change. This is eventually hier komt alles weer. Scan to get in, scan to go out.
Estamos firmes porque y por pertenecer a la gente del
I camped the first night and I was trying to really cut down on weight, so I just brought a hammock with me and a thin blanket, which I didn't really think about, but laying in a hammock, your body's kind of sagging down and the wind is whipping across it, and if you don't have any thermal protection, then it's kind of freezing. But I met these two really cool girls on the bus ride to that town, who I linked up with the next day and hiking to these waterfalls, and they were kind enough to let me couch surf on their couch, the Airbnb that they were staying at. In the morning we took a taxi to the trailhead, and the cab driver was nice enough to get out and explain how to get to the trail, and then even offered to pick us up when we finished.
If you want to walk, it's like right after where people are concentrating, so
There.
it's all the way out. Yeah.
Where the other people are.
So you're gonna do this one here. Just be careful up here because it's like 3 or 4 trees. It's more difficult for people who are more age. Of course, with us, it's like get out here. So this will be the first one. So you're gonna cross the bridge, the first waterfall, the second one. You're gonna pass for the whole village, and then you're gonna meet the original road, the asphalt. And then from there, you have to put on the GPS to find your location to do the other.
Both ways? Yeah, we came.
We came from this way.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to the car this way.
Ah.
Waterfalls over here, so not too far.
So
We came up this way, and then we're gonna go back that way.
Okay.
visions, trying to make sense of a now, trying to make sense of a past, to show us how. Visions, imagining the worlds that could be, shaping a mosaic of fate for all sentient beings. Visions, cycles of growth and decay, cascading chains of events, with no one to praise or blame.
And there's a section of the trail that went on road for a little bit, so we decided to hitchhike to skip that portion.
Oh, here's one. Ah, this one might. Yeah? Maybe.
Would you take us to Aquarepata, the next village?
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But I can pick it up. So much. Yeah, have a nice holiday. Yeah, have a nice trip.
Visions, avoidable suffering and pain. We are
On my final day there, I decided to rent a scooter and go all the way to the west side of the island, explore the giant craters, which if you Google the Azores, that's like the iconic picture that comes up.
As I'm getting older, chip upon my shoulder, rolling through life, you
trying to make the best of my last day, but it's super cloudy, stormy, so not the best weather to go to the highest elevation of the island.
Missing hippie John, silent days are gone, remembering things just to tell them so long. Mama, acting like my life's already over. Oh dear, act your age and try another year. Always feeling tired, smiling when required, right?